kids. Phil continues to produce some wonderful stories and videos that help children understand important faith lessons from the Bible and how those apply to everyday life. It's not uncommon, though, for Christian parents to worry that as our kids get older and into those teen years, those faith lessons we've imparted seem less relevant. Phil addressed that concern as he talked in the studio with Kim Daly and me. And we also had Dr. Julie Slattery join us.
Well, one thing that does come up with...
Okay. I just wanted to talk about some feelings I'm having today. Today's March 30th, 2013. This is the day that they're having for this memorial for Booth Gardner. And I'm feeling a lot of emotions today. I felt kind of a sense of relief that kind of almost like in the, you know, that movie, the Wizard of Oz, and when Dorothy lands in the Wizard of Oz, she lands on the house falls on the witch, and she accidentally kills the witch, and everyone's singing and dancing for her because, and she doesn't even really know what she did. I kind of feel like that, where I almost kind of wanted him to die in a sense because I felt that I was treated unfairly. And I'm glad that I finally got to have closure on this so that I could just forgive him before I died and possibly could have went to hell just for so much hate that built up in my heart. And at first I didn't even really know how much hate was in my heart for him. And I think I suppressed it a lot. Because it was painful and I wanted closure. I just wanted to move on with my life. And the more you talk about something like this with a guy this big, then you get people, first of all, afraid to get close to you, afraid to date you, afraid that, you know, they might think you're lying. I've even had, like, one guy didn't even believe me, and I don't have any reason to lie. I'm not benefiting from it or anything. I haven't benefited one dime since the day I met him, Booth Gardner, okay? See, the thing about these guys is, these top level men, is that they are so, they're so high level that no one can ever touch them or even come close, okay? They're pretty much like the untouchables. And no matter what you wanted, you know, no matter who you tell or whatever you say or what they did, you could have like a tape of them doing it, and they still, nothing would happen. Okay? They're real sneaky about it. What they do, they don't really leave a lot of evidence. They don't leave a trail. They always have a bunch of people covering for them, and, you know, taking the fall or whatever. And so they never directly come to you, like, and approach you. Like, you would think, like, he just would be like, oh, hey, what's up, girl? And not, no. You know, they work through other people, other high levels, and then they get them to approach you. Okay, that's how it goes. They're real slimy. And I remember when I was approached and when I was proper zinch, whatever. I can't even say it because I'm kind of really getting upset thinking about it. And then I start stuttering because I was so young when this happened to me. I didn't know what to do. I never knew how to react to it. I never knew where to go. I never knew who to tell. And I know that it still goes on. But I was pretty devastated. And I remember thinking to myself when they said, you know, that they wanted me to be an escort, I was thinking, like, it's like someone wants to, actually must like me or something. Or like they must be wanting me to do this. Like there's someone. And I was trying to think, like who it could be. And I was like searching my brain, and then I knew it was like someone really top level. And I said to myself, whoever this person is, I must come to the office. I must work with them. They must see me, and they're looking at me, and they don't even give me respect. And they just want me to be a prostitute, to sex them. And here I thought that I had, like some hope to have a career and really like progress and get promoted. And I couldn't, it was just like, wow, like I cracked the code, Here it is, now I figured it all out that you have to pretty much sex them to get anywhere. And that was the hardest lesson that I learned, that still to this day I'm haunted by, and it's affected my life. And while they sit there praising this man, okay, and saying what a great person he was and everything, he basically made it his business to keep me down, to keep me in lower grade jobs, lower title jobs, lower paying jobs. And I know why, and I know it's because I didn't cooperate, and I didn't, join the secret society and everything and be the, Illuminati hoe or whatever, escort, sex slave, or whatever they call it these days. And, so I have to suffer. I guess that's what they decided, and maybe that's what he decided, and he just said, well, I don't care if, she used to work here. I don't care that she has my Governor's Office of Financial Management written on her resume, and it doesn't matter. I'm still going to make sure that she doesn't come up. And the thing that was so tricky is how they did me with the Microsoft stuff, and everyone just like made insider trading money and stuff off of that. And so, these people are really wicked and evil because they're always trying to get over on somebody or get, more and just take and pillage people. And I'm like, wow, I was supposed to be your colleague and stuff, and even the lady that I work with, we were, supposed to be friends, outside of work. And just to see that, they have these women who recruit people, and they get them to do this, and what kind of job is that? You're looking for some young girl that the, leads think is cute, they want to sex, and then you come and tell them, yeah, guess what? And it's usually the older girl, I noticed that too, that they get to do it. Like, because she can have so much influence to get the younger ones to do bad, you know? And then she's, I guess it's her job to say, hey, you know, get your money, girl. You know, I would do it or whatever. And then they're like, oh, well, the older girl will do it, and I should do it. And, you know, they want me, not you, or something. You know, it's just like some kind of game or something. And thank God I didn't fall for it. Because Lord knows I could have used the money as poor as I was, and they didn't give me barely, I think I made like $1,200 a month or something. It was like, you know, because I was just a receptionist. And I had just started, you know, as a temp, as a session runner. The person who goes around and delivers the bills, and I think that's when they saw me and took a liking to me, and were like, oh, who's that? And, yeah, let me get her, I'm going to sex her. And then when I said no, then that's when they're like, oh, who does she think she is? Oh, she don't know what she's in for. She's about to be in a life of no freedom, and she can stay at her mom's house for the rest of her life, and I'll make sure she never gets her own business or her own assets, her own, you know, owns nothing. And then I was like, wow, I didn't know they could do this, but they really can. Yes, they have that much power. They just pick up the phone, you know, and just call everybody. They have everybody they know. And then they implemented this system that anytime they hire someone in the state government, I guess they got to call the governor and stuff. And I was like, oh, God, I'm never going to get a job now. Because before I could, you know, sneak in a little through the cracks or whatever, someone will slip in. God made a way and I could get in. And now it's like, no one can get in. It's like locked dead shut. You have to know someone, and then you have to be, like, cleared through the person. Like, I noticed that's how they usually hire is, you have to, like, be, you know, referred or someone, and then the person has to say that, you know, you're down with whatever, you know, down with the system, the click. And then if you know, if they verified it through someone else that says, yeah, she is, then you can get, you know, you can get the job. And they're like, well, I'm not going to get this job to someone I know is just going to be a Christian and try to fight against, the, you know, sin and wickedness and make this office, like, stale, and we're not going to be able to sex anybody. I'm not going to hire that person. And then that's how it kind of goes. And then only people keep getting hired. It's just the neighbors and the friends, the relatives, and then you got just like one big old office with just nothing but nepotism, favoritism, and it's yeah, that's like what my last office I worked at was. So that was always fun. Everybody's always like clicking together, trying to take everyone out and stuff because they're all related and friends. So, anyways, you know, I just hope they feel so good and stuff about themselves, that they're so rich and they're living in these big time mansions and university place, and just came up all over the place, getting all this money. And then, you know, they look back and see one of their fellow colleagues who supported them and worked with them, and now they keep me down and stuff. You know, I just, you know, to not have no shame in that, to not have a conscience, to me is beyond me. Okay, and that just shows you how evil and wicked the world became. And you know, when the white slave master came over here and took everything, not a lot has changed. Okay, they're still doing it. Okay, and they're still maintaining everything, blocking people, and you know, our men, they just pretty much are wimpy and they didn't do anything. So it's just all got pretty much like a monopoly. And we just accepted, like, you know, yeah, give me a few crumbs. And, you know, they give the money to the sellouts, you know, and then they say, yeah, well, look, there's a black Oprah, you know, and then she puts her face on every cover of her magazine, you know. And she's like, yeah, I'm helping black people. I just got to keep myself on the cover. But I'm still helping.